Hey guys, Dr. Alex here, the Punch Doctor, and I've been getting some questions about how to throw the cross, difference between the straight punch and a cross, and I thought today I would take some time to go over that. Now, the cross is meant to cross the jab, right? You're putting your punch on the outside of your opponent's jab. So there's a couple different considerations you have to make to differentiate it from the straight. So a straight punch, like it sounds, is just a straight punch. Now then you have the cross and the overhand, which include various degrees of lateral body bending, lateral torso bending, in addition to strict rotation. All right? And depending on how much lateral bending you're incorporating, it's going to determine whether it's a cross or an overhand. So to show you the difference on the bag, you might have a straight punch like that, right, with some body rotation. And I'm already sort of taking for granted that you understand what we're doing with the lower body. There's two ways to power the straight punch, either with a quick dip to explode with pushing the hip forward, or a closing of the hips after a jab, for example. Now, when it comes to the cross, not only are you rotating the body, in a strict rotation, you are moving it off the center line with some lateral bending. So it's rotation and lateral bending. And it's going to look somewhat like that. And what happens when the arm comes out, you turning away from the arm creates a stretch in those chains, which you can then contract upon, right? We talk about load, explode, accelerate, follow through. Explosion is a explosion of stored elastic muscle energy that you create with the hip rotation, and you're stretching all these chains, which can then contract to accelerate your fist until the moment of impact. So, straight punch, cross, rotation, side bending. You're moving away from your fist, creating stretch there, and the fist is able to, those chains are able to contract based off that stretch. You're going to be landing with somewhat more of a downward angle, almost like a rear hook, but coming more downwards, right? And it's slight. Straight, cross, overhand. So looking at me from the other direction, straight, cross, overhand. Just more dramatic of a lateral bend for the overhand. So I'll give you a different view right here. We'll do straight, cross, overhand. Straight, cross, overhand. So hopefully that differentiation makes some sense to you. Hopefully that clears some stuff up. It's just adding some lateral torso bending in addition to the rotation. And how much you do it determines whether it's going to be a cross, which is just meant to cross your opponent's jab with a little bit of a head movement to avoid it, or an overhand where you're really generating a lot of acceleration, a lot of power. Hopefully that helps. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Hope it was helpful. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.